Guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am going to discuss about the nutrition, the basic nutrition topics in the biochemistry. Okay, let's enter into the video. What is nutrition? It is the dietary component called nutrition. It is necessary constituents of food required by the organism for growth and maintain of the life. They may be divided into macronutrients and micronutrients. What are all macronutrients? Macronutrients are protein, fat, carbohydrate. They form the bulk of food. In Indian dietary pattern, they contribute to total energy intake in the following portions. First, protein and fat and carbohydrate. Protein, fat, carbohydrate are sometimes referred to as the proximate principle because we take most of the time this protein, fat, carbohydrate only. The protein, fat, carbohydrates are oxidized in the body and get energy from it. The primary function of the protein is provide essential and non-essential amino acids for building of body proteins. Fat are concentrated source of energy. It provides essential fatty acid which have a vitamin-like function in the body. And water is the solvent of the body and a transport vehicle for distributing the nutrition to the tissue. But water is there is no effect in the nutritional, but it is the transport the nutrition to the tissue. And coming to micronutrients. The micronutrients are vitamins and minerals. They are required in small amounts only, which may vary from microorganism to several grams. Vitamins and minerals play an important role in the regulation of the metabolic activity in the body and help in the utilization of protein, fat, and carbohydrates. Minerals are also used for formation of body structure and skeleton. The micronutrients are vitamins and minerals only. It helps to utilization of the protein, fat and carbohydrates. You can see here what are all nutrients essentials for our human beings and micronutrients essentials for our human beings. First, macronutrients are carbohydrate, fat, protein. In carbohydrate, we consume glucose, fiber. In fat, we have essential fatty acid and non-essential fatty acid. Essential fatty acids are linoleic acid and linolenic acid. The proteins are essential amino acids and non-essential amino acids. The essential amino acids are phenylalanine, valine, threonine, and tryptophan, isoleucine, methionine, histidine, arginine, and leucine and lysine. And coming to micronutrients. Micronutrients are vitamins and minerals. What are all vitamins? Vitamins are divided into two groups. Water soluble vitamins and fat soluble vitamins. Fat soluble vitamins are we can easily remember as A, D, E, K. A for retinol, D for cholesterol, vitamin E is alpha tocopherol, and K is phyloquinone. And water soluble vitamins are thiamine B1, B2 riboflavin, and niacin, pyridoxine, pantothenic acid, biotin, folic acid, vitamin B12 is scopolamine. The minerals are minerals and microminerals. Macrominerals are sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, sulfur and chlorine. Microminerals are chromium, cobalt, copper, fluorine, iodine, iron, selenium, zinc are all. Okay. First, the role of macronutrients. Now I am going to discuss about the role of macronutrients. We already know what are all macronutrients. Macronutrients are carbohydrate, fat, protein. The carbohydrate first. Carbohydrates are in two forms available or digestible carbohydrate and unavailable undigestible carbohydrate. First, digestible carbohydrates are major source of food energy which yield 4 kilocalorie per gram and provides about 50 to 70% of energy requirement. In addition, these carbohydrates have a protein sparing effect. And coming to unavailable undigestible carbohydrate is a dietary fiber. The available digestible carbohydrate for 4 kg per kg. It is the 50 to 70% of the energy requirement, and unavailable is a dietary fiber. Carbohydrate requirement. The recommended intake of carbohydrate in balanced diet is phased to contribute between 50 to 70% of the total energy intake. Most Indian diets, in our Indian diets, it contains more than 90% of total energy. So, our diet is mostly imbalanced. And coming to dietary fiber. Dietary fiber is the name given collectively to indigestible carbohydrate present in the food. These carbohydrates consist of cellulose, pectin, gums, mucilagens. Okay. The dietary fiber is not digested by the enzyme of the human gastrointestinal tract, where most of the other carbohydrates like starch, sugars are digested and absorbed. But the dietary fiber is not digested in our body because we have a lack of the dietary fiber digestible enzymes. Plant foods are only source of dietary fiber. It is found in vegetable, fruit and grains. The importance of the fibers. What is the importance of the fiber we should take in our diet? First, water holding capacity. And the dietary fibers have a property of holding water and swell like sponge with concomitant increase in viscosity. This fiber adds bulk to diet and increase the resistance time in the gut due to high viscosity. So, it increases the time of gastric emptying. Okay. The first is water holding capacity. The dietary fibers hold the water and swell like a sponge and increase the viscosity in our gut. So it increases the gastric emptying time. And next one is absorption of organic molecules. The organic molecules like bile acid, neutral sterols, carcinogens, toxic components can be absorbed on dietary fiber and facilitate its excretion. First is water holding and second one is absorption of organic molecules. And the third one is importance, it increase the stool bulk. The fiber absorb water and increase the bulk of the stool and prevent constipation by increasing bowel movements. And fourth is hypoglycemic effect of fiber. Recent studies have shown gum present in fenugreek seeds. It is the most effective in reducing blood sugar and cholesterol level. Third one is increase the stool bulk and fourth is hypoglycemic effect of fiber. And the fifth one is hypocholesteremic effects of fiber. Hypocholesteremic effects of fiber. Fibers has cholesterol lowering effect. Fibers bind with bile acid, cholesterol and increasing the fecal excretion. This decreasing the plasma and tissue cholesterol level. Okay. So we already seen the five. First one is water holding capacity. First one is water holding capacity and second one is absorption of organic molecule, and third one is increase the stool bulk, and fourth is hypoglycemic effect of fiber, and fifth one is hypocholesterolemic effect of fiber. And coming to the significance of dietary fibers in medicine. High fiber diet reduce the risk of coronary artery disease and colon cancer, diabetes, diverticulosis, and hemorrhoids. The adverse effect of dietary fiber. If we take a dietary fiber in imbalanced diet, it means we already saw dietary fibers absorb mineral elements, and so if we take a high dose of dietary fiber, it leads to increase the absorption of the element and prevent the absorption. So we have mineral element deficiency. So the adverse effect of the dietary fiber is it absorbs the mineral elements and prevent their absorption. So we have a deficiency of mineral elements in our body. And coming to the fats. Dietary fats are high energy yielding nutrition that provide 35 to 45% of the caloric intake, 9 kilocalorie per gram. Besides satisfying metabolic energy needs, there are two essential functions of the dietary fat. One is a vehicle for absorption of fat soluble vitamins, and another one is to supply essential fatty acid, linoleic and linolenic acid to the body. Dietary lipids also increase the palpability of food and produce the feeling of satiety. Fat requirement. Daily requirement of fat is not known. During infancy, fat contributes to little 50% of the total energy intake. The scale down to about 20% in childhood. ICMR expert group has recommended an intake 20% of the total energy intake as a fat, which at least 50% of the intake should consist of vegetable oil rich in essential fatty acids. And coming to protein and amino acids. Proteins are important constituents of tissue and cells of the body. They form the important component of muscle and other tissue vital fluids like blood. Proteins in the form of enzymes, hormones are concerned with wide range of vital metabolic processes in the body. Protein has antibodies, helps the body to defend against infections. The protein supply essential and non-essential amino acids for the synthesis of protein and nitrogen for the synthesis of several key compounds such as neurotransmitter and heme. The amino acids which are not used for protein synthesis are break down to provide energy, which is wasteful way of using proteins. Diet should contain adequate carbohydrate, fat to provide energy. So that proteins in the diet are most economically used for the formation of body proteins to fulfill other functions essential to life. And coming to essential amino acids. Amino acids that the human either cannot synthesize or unable to synthesize in the adequate quantities termed essential, and rest of amino acids are called non-essential. They can be formed in the body. Essential means we have to take from environment to inside the body. Non-essential means body is synthesized. An essential amino acid must be provided in the diet. Deficiency of the essential amino acids impact the protein synthesis. Generally, it's causing negative nitrogen balance. 10 of the 20 amino acids. We have a 20 important amino acids that In 20, 10 of the amino acids found in proteins are essential for human beings. Of the 10 essential amino acids, 8 are essential at time during life. Other two, mainly histidine and arginine, are required in the diet during the period of rapid growth as in childhood and pregnancy, are semi-essential. Arginine and histidine are semi-essential. Other 10 are essential amino acids. Other 8 are essential amino acids. Histidine, arginine are semi-essential. Thank you. If you have subscribe to my channel, share to your friends.